Hey guys, Rebo Hill here with Dresden Danielle, Psychic Medium.
Hey guys.
Today I have a question for you. Okay, so during your time off when you're not in a reading, are you always on, like in psychic mode?
Oh, heck no. I'd be in the hospital if I had to stay in psychic mode every single day. Yeah, my husband asked me the other day, he saw something on the news. I think somebody had been abducted, and he pulls stuff up on his phone and says, look at this person. Are you getting anything? And this last time that he did that, I said, no, I'm not getting anything because I don't want to get anything. During the connection of a reading, whether by phone or in person, there is that connection of energy. And so in those moments, I'm working really hard to stay connected to this person once we've established that connection. And I'm doing all of this energetic work, the remote viewing, astral projection. I'm working, in spirit with using my mediumship ability and all these other things that I'm accessing. And so once the client leaves the studio or once we hang up the phone, I'm disconnected. That also applies if I'm out in public. I'm not looking to read everybody. I don't want to read you guys when I'm out in public. I really don't. I'm on a break. There are times that, of course, things will come to me and I can't help it, and I will get things for people. But most of the time, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. I'm not that curious. It's just not that fascinating because it is draining.
I was about to say it's draining.
It's
right?
draining, yeah. And I'm not one of those people who tries to read everybody and wants to know. Really, I don't care. I mean, if you bring it to me, I will work my butt off to try to help you. But if you don't bring me a concern, I will not look because it has a lot to do with integrity, and I respect everybody's privacy. And I think the main reason, though, for me is it is exhausting. If I were to stay in psychic mode 24/7, 7 days a week, I wouldn't get any sleep, which, we both kind of had an incident last night. She had a nightmare, and I wake up, screaming and talking in my sleep.
Connected. I don't know.
And I never do that. Never. In fact, I woke my husband up, and he had no idea what was going on because I don't do that. I work a lot in the dream state, but I don't yell out. And her situation was, I guess...
I felt trapped.
Yeah, and I don't know how, but I guess I was maybe trying to help her, and I was yelling at her dream perpetrator or whatever. I don't remember a lot of details about that. But, so if you guys, if you're ever worried about me, looking at you and trying to get information, that could not be further from what I want to do. And, so I don't do it. I have to pull back the energy, and I have to give myself a rest. Just recently, one of my lifelong friends was in town, and I couldn't even see her because I got so sick. And this was, I guess it was last week because we didn't do a video. Mm-hmm. We skipped a Thursday because I was just exhausted, overworked. I had a friend come by for a visit, and I was like, I had no makeup on. I didn't dry my hair. I was exhausted, and I should have just canceled with her, but it's so hard these days to get together with people because I'm working, almost every day, and I really didn't want to cancel with her. And then the other friend that came into town, I just missed her completely because I literally could not get out of bed. So that's just not something I'm going to do to myself. I really have to take care of myself every single day. I have to rest, and I have to book rest days. So like right now I'm booked solid, and that includes probably 2 rest days out of the rest of the month. I'm already going to second or third week in November for in-person bookings. So the energy is kind of built into that. So no, I'm not always going to be on. I don't always get information. Now I did have a friend call and say, hey, this girl's missing. And this was a while back. And she had blonde hair. I think it was in the news. I don't know, maybe 4 weeks ago. And I said, oh, no, she's fine. I said, she's going through that phase right now where she hates her mom. And I said, she's trying to be older than she is. She's partying. I saw this girl, had a vision of the girl in a grocery store, and I saw who she was around. And I was like, no, this is not something that I need to call the police about because she's fine. And a couple days later, they found her. She was fine. So I try to help as often as possible, but no, there's no possible way that I can sustain any sort of psychic connection all the time. There has to be downtime. So, because, anytime somebody brings something to me, it's like, oh, work mode. And so I have to go from just, being chilled out and a regular person to, oh, I've got to access all these things now in the brain and try to read this or do this or connect to this. And so it's exhausting. So I don't do it. I don't do it every day. I just can't. So, I guess that's about it on that one.
Yeah.
Because it's exhausting. Mm-hmm. Even when because you have your ability. So you know what it's like when you're wrestling with sleep and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of like working 24/7.
Yes.
So even when you're asleep in the dream state, you're doing work.
Yes.
Then you wake up tired. And then when you wake up, you're bombarded by spirits and different things. And it's tiring. Mm-hmm. So... And she can't afford to be tired because Rebo, I get a lot of questions now about who is Rebo. Rebo is an actress and a singer. She has been working and acting at the Hip Pocket Theater for many years, and I recently had an experience there that was transformative. It really, truly was. I haven't been to Hip Pocket since I was a teenager back in the day, and so... I think I went to the original Hip Pocket. Now they have moved. They're just off of 820 and Silver Creek, kind of in that area. And went one evening with a friend. And Rebo's been inviting me out there for, 2 years?
Probably.
2 years. And I've been working and having to go through these rest phases. And so finally I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And it was one of the best experiences I've had in years. I mean, I felt like a kid. And, here we're, in this amphitheater outside, and there's the stars, and it had just started to get a little, cooler in temperature. And so I had a blanket, and it was absolutely amazing. If you guys haven't been, it's really worth going out there and seeing Rebo and the rest of the cast acting in all these plays. It's great. They have a 2-story, I guess it's the stage, and then up above...
have a second level.
Yeah, second level, there's a band playing, and they're playing the music, and the play that I saw was The Lake Worth Monster, and it was phenomenal. Really was a great experience. But anyway, I get sidetracked. But, so having, regular... things we do, we just can't afford the energy dips, and so there's a lot of preserving of our energy in between the stuff that we're doing. And I guess that's about it. And I just want to thank you guys again for all the phone calls and texts and everything, and we really do appreciate all the questions, because I don't know what you guys are thinking. I don't know what questions that you're wanting to ask, so please continue to send them in. We keep receiving questions, and I really do love addressing these if I'm able to, and answer your questions.
Okay.
So,
thanks, guys.
Guess that's about it. Bye-bye.